In the expansive universe of Star Trek, crossovers and references between different series are common, but some are so subtle that they slip past even the most dedicated fans. One such subtle crossover occurred between Star Trek, Voyager, and Star Trek, Enterprise, two series set in different timelines with distinct characters and storylines. Despite their shared universe, this crossover is so understated that many fans may have overlooked it entirely. Star Trek Voyager, which aired from 1995 to 2001, follows the crew of the USS Voyager as they journey home from the far reaches of the galaxy after being stranded 70,000 light-years from Earth. On the other hand, Star Trek Enterprise, which aired from 2001 to 2005, is a prequel set about 100 years before Voyager, focusing on the early adventures of Starfleet's first deep space exploratory ship, the Enterprise NX-01. The subtle crossover in question occurs in the episode In a Mirror, Darkly, a two-part story from Star Trek Enterprise's fourth season. This episode explores a mirror universe, a parallel reality where the characters are part of an evil empire, and the story deviates from the canonical Star Trek universe to show an alternate version of events. The crossover element lies in a seemingly inconspicuous reference to an artifact found in the episode. In a Mirror, Darkly, the crew of the Enterprise NX-01 discovers a mysterious artifact, a data storage device, left behind by a previous crew. This artifact contains information from a future period and is eventually identified as part of the Voyager era. The artifact's data is linked to a ship that was from the era of Voyager, but with a slight twist. It features information about a character who appears in Voyager, Admiral Janeway. This connection is extremely subtle and involves a brief mention of her name and a reference to her ship, the USS Voyager. The crossover reference is subtle because it's not directly integrated into the main storyline, but rather as part of background information that the crew of the Enterprise NX-01 stumbles upon. There are no direct interactions between the characters from Voyager and Enterprise in this episode, nor is there a significant plotline involving the two series. Instead, it's a nod to the larger Star Trek universe, acknowledging that these different timelines and series are part of a greater interconnected story. The purpose of this crossover is more about enriching the Star Trek lore and providing fans with a sense of continuity across the different series rather than creating a prominent crossover event. The subtlety of the reference means that only the most observant viewers might catch it, and even then, it requires some background knowledge of both series to fully appreciate the connection. The crossover is a testament to the intricate world building that Star Trek is known for. It demonstrates how the franchise weaves together various elements from different series to create a rich and cohesive universe. By including these subtle references, the creators reward fans who pay close attention and maintain an appreciation for the depth and complexity of the Star Trek universe. In conclusion, the subtle crossover between Star Trek, Voyager, and Star Trek Enterprise through the mention of Admiral Janeway and the USS Voyager in a Mirror, Darkly is a small but significant part of the larger Star Trek tapestry. While it might not be as prominent or celebrated as other crossovers, it highlights the attention to detail and dedication to continuity that characterizes the Star Trek franchise. For fans of both series, this crossover serves as a delightful reminder of the interconnectedness of the Star Trek universe, even when the connections are not immediately obvious.